competition. Again, these are based off of what the user added in their onboarding. However, users mentioned that they wanted the option to add an area if anything should change. Now, this is where the AI really comes into play. Users want to feel like they have a partner that helps them organize, but also is not fully dependent on AI. So, for example, they can use these customized recommendations, request more with an AI suggest feature. If they click this, it will add in tailored ones based off of what they requested, or of course, the ability to add a custom tasks. For example, practice personalized questions with Jan in as a custom task. The application keeps track of all of this, which is one of the biggest things that users needed. Of course, too, another area that we saw within our user testings was the desire to add their wardrobe planning, allowing them to upload a wardrobe image or save things. So this continues for every area of competition as aforementioned and is key to the prep cycle and helping them stay consistent with it. Another area that every single pageant requires is a platform. So for example, you may have seen this. It asks the user to add the name of their platform. So for example, if I had a platform that was called, autism awareness and youth autism, if I put this in, it automatically saves this and allows me to set monthly outreach goals. Outreach is an important area. For example, asking for partnerships, appearances, donations, or establishing partnerships. For example, if I wanted to partner with the Autism Society of America, this would help me reach that goal. Outreach was an area that many contestants mentioned that they struggled with. So the ability to add outreach, such as reaching out to Bob Clark of a certain school, etc., and tracking this outreach as the type of outreach as well as, the area of it is critical and one of the most demanded features. PrepPartner is a huge differentiator as there's nothing else in the space that integrates this sort of CRM management software. Many preppers have to work with social media, and having the ability to add post ideas such as Autism Day post are critical and helping users stay organized with what they're posting on social media, as this is a judged area of competition, is important to them. Lastly, the ability, of course, to update the profile, date of competition, etc., and update, most importantly, access to the She is Motivated Mighty app was very important and relates to the business principle here. As a few other things, the Prep Partner asked to do weekly updates here as I'm clicking, asking them how they are feeling, and of course, adjusting the roadmap based off of their answers. For example, if I'm not feeling great in talent, it will prioritize talent in some of my upcoming recommendations. Next, this is related to a business case within She is Motivated. This, if I were to click it, links directly to the She is Motivated app into this resource. One of the goals that we wanted to solve with this was the lack of contestants who felt confident finding specific webinars on the She is Motivated app. So the AI is automatically plugged into the database and automatically recommends the best area for it. As a final feature here in this set that we prioritized was this ability to access the coaching portal. This was something that She is Motivated is very focused on, as each of these bookings, so to speak, and getting coaching support are paid. When a user clicks this, it opens up She is Motivated's booking page, a Stripe page asking for payment to schedule and request these. So not only having this be very accessible right here, but also integrated within the areas of competition tasks, for example, schedule a mock interview session, are important to business use. Finally, this as a, for example, prioritized feature leads us to one of the biggest upsells and benefits of She is Motivated pageant prep, which is the interview practice simulator. With interview being one of the biggest areas that contestants struggle with, we found that this was going to be extremely effective and important to them, helping them to stay on track and practice making progress between live mock interview sessions with formers. It integrates ideas such as hints for each of the different questions that are had, as well as a countdown timer up here. And what's one of the best areas of this is the way that it tracks progress, not allowing it to simply be a one and done situation, but the ability to have this be a strongly integrated within the prep cycle, giving them positive reinforcement and allowing them, of course, to return to the dashboard, seeing how their progress is being tracked. As a final area, we got feedback that a vision board was one of the things that title holders really wanted. So the ability, for example, to add or remove images based off of what they have on their own Pinterest board that we found most title holders and preppers had, or adding in a custom URL with a photo was important to them. So thanks for your interest and for your time here on the desktop view of the PrepPartner portal.